beautiful cobwebs, just covered in a soft layer of morning dew. Beautiful, beautiful creations. You can see on this ragwort the cinnabar moth caterpillar. It's a lovely yellow and black, and the cinnabar moth only lives on ragwort, which is a shame really, because ragwort's poisonous. And what we're going to be doing today before we go is pulling some of this ragwort out, you know, to help the lady whose paddock it is, just keep the horse safe. Digging another hit, and I saw this and I wondered what it was, but I think it's an electric fence clip, so I'll put that in the bag, take it home and put it in the bin, get rid of it for her. Nice to find stuff though. What the clip I've just found is used for, it's used for holding the electric fence tape in place. Nice to find, but it's also nice to see how it's used. I've just been digging another hit. I don't know if you can see in the hole, there's a nice big worm there. I think I've just chopped them in two, so that'll make 2 worms. There's also this, it looks green, I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what that is. Ha! I've not seen one of those in years. It's the base of a toy soldier. And when I get back, I'll get some examples off the internet. Yeah, it's the base that a toy soldier stood in. I bet that says Britain's under there. Let's see, I keep dropping it. Fantastic. That's a few years old now. I bet some kiddie has been playing in here with his toys and dropped it. I wonder if the toy's underneath. Fantastic. What a lovely find. Now that is a piece of history. I've just dug this up and it looks for all the world like a tent peg. So how does a tent peg get to be in a paddock? This is fantastic. These finds are really interesting. Really interesting. Another big hit. You can see a big wiggly worm in there. Have a look around what it is. I can see this here. Looks like maybe another spike. Give it a wiggle. Oh, it's not a spike. Oh. Oh, it's a disc. What on earth is that? Now that is strange. What on earth could that be? Ah, I'm a bit stumped. Any ideas, guys? If you have, post a comment, because I have no idea what that is. It's old, whatever it is. Wow, fantastic. I love this. Mystery items. Wow. Dig another hit, and guess what's turned up? Another fantastic horseshoe. Now I think that's quite a modern one because it's got the fullered rim there. Can you see there where it's cut in for the nails to sit in flush, then they don't stick out and hurt the horse's feet. What a fantastic find. These actually look smaller than the ones we got last time. I'll have to measure them when we get home. Well, lovely hit, and lovely find as well. Yeah, again, some nice stuff today. See, that's the bit that goes, hooks on the front of the horse's hoof, hold it in place. It's quite a light one, that. Well, I've just dug this out of a hole. I have absolutely no idea what it is. It's triangular in shape. Sort of triangular in profile, and it's got that slot cut into it. So I have no idea what that is. Could it be off a plough? Could it be? I don't know. I'm intrigued. Taking another hit. Just going to see if I can pinpoint it a bit better. There you go, the pointer's going mad, that's what it is. Let's see. Turn that off. Let's see what it is. Oh, what's that? Looks like a bolt. Looks old, whatever it is. There's always the possibility these could be English Civil War, Roman, and anything in between really. I have no idea. That looks interesting. I'll have to give that a clean when I get home. See what it comes up like. Very interesting. Looks like some sort of spike for going on top of something. Getting some great finds today. Really sort of mysterious finds. Wow. The plant here is a plantain, and its Latin name is lanceolata, and that's because it's got these long lance-like leaves, and there's loads in this field. It's a lovely meadow, lots of different grasses, different plants, and it's lovely just being out detecting over it. Now I've just noticed something here. I don't know if you can see. Move that out of the way. I don't know if you can see that slug there chomping away on that dandelion. No, he's hiding now. I could see him before eating. He's gone shy. Come out, Mr. Slug. Let's have a look at you. No, he's not. Oh, there he is. You can just see him moving. Fantastic. I'm really excited about this find I've just had. I nearly gave up because it just seemed to be pinging like mad, but look what I've found. How cool is that? I can't make out what it is because it's still quite dirty, but it looks like it's got a wing here. Some sort of little, I don't know, little statue. What a fantastic find. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that cleaned up. Wow. Some sort of pattern on it as well. What an amazing find. That is so cool. Like I say, it looks like it's got a wing on it. Very impressive. I've just been digging this hole, and the first thing that came out was a little piece of glass. Bit of a curve to it as well. Strange piece. And the next thing, that the actual hit, was this. Looks to be a very old nail. It's like a sort of blacksmith made nail. That's interesting. And I've just noticed next to me is this little plant here. It's called self-heal. Prunella vulgaris, I think its Latin name is. And it's a lovely, lovely little purple plant. I've been digging this hit and I can see what looks to be the edge of a coin. Oh wow! It is a coin as well. Looks quite new-ish. It's got the Queen's head on, so that means it must be post, I don't know, decimalisation, so it's post 1970, but it's still a piece of history. I'll have a look on my magnifying glass after and I'll tell you what it is. Fantastic! What a lovely find. Coin's a coin. You see the Queen's head there. Oh, lovely is that. Well done. Oh, beautiful find. I reckon find of the day. When we find a coin, we do the coin dance. So, take it away. Bruv, you ready? We found a coin! We found a coin! We have found a coin! I'm digging a hole and my pointer's going mad down here somewhere. Let's put him up one side so I can find what it is. Let's see. Oh, what's that? Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. With a capital W. That's a musket ball. I found a musket ball. Fantastic. How awesome is that? What else could it be? Look at that, it's a musket ball. I'm sure of it. Ah, oh, wowzer. That must be Civil War, easily. That is a musket ball, it must be. What else could it be? Oh, it was heavy as well. Oh wow, I'm sort of like stunned. Fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Oh yeah, fantastic. Another hole, and I'm getting super excited because what's in the bottom? Another musket ball. That is just incredible. That is fantastic. 2 in 1 day. It's virtually in a straight line from what I found the other one. Wow, incredible. Fantastic. 2 musket balls, can't believe it. Fine, Emma. Oh, I'm all shaking. I need to do a musket ball dance now, never mind a coin dance. That's fantastic. 2 in 1 day. Wow. So I'm digging another hit now. That's where I found the first musket ball. That's where I found the second. I'm really excited. What's in here? Nothing so far. Let's get the pointer in. Oh, there's something there, something. Not yet. Let's have a look. Still in there. Still beeping. There's something in there. Oh, is it what I think it is? It is. It's another musket ball. So we've found four musket balls within this small area. Now, maybe a soldier dropped his pouch with his musket balls in. Don't know. Fantastic. That is just awesome. 4 musket balls. What a fantastic day. Incredible. They've not been used, those either. Wow. So pleased. You can see how far down there, you know, a good 8 inches down. Seriously impressed. Probably from the siege of Latham Castle. So 1642, 1644. Incredible, just lying there all those years. Wow, now these are links to history. Incredible. Would you believe just found another musket ball? So that's 5 now in the last half hour or so. That is fantastic. What do you reckon, Cooper? Are you impressed? Nah, not really. Wow, I'm very impressed. That is incredible. And you can see the line where I've been digging. Maybe this was a gun line, you know, during the Civil War. That is fantastic. Oh, I need to learn a musket ball dance. Oh, I'm so excited about that. That is fantastic. And we've marked them on the map as well, so we know exactly where we found them, just for future reference. Don't just want to dig stuff up and rip it out the ground. So we know where we found them. We've marked them on the map. Wow, incredible. And guess what? Just found another one. I've got 4 in my pocket. Brother's got 2 in his. We found 6 musket balls, all within, I don't know, 20 yards of each other. So I'm thinking this was some sort of maybe gun line or trench system. Yeah, something's been going. Not been fired though. So I don't know, maybe they've been dropped out of a musketeer's pocket. But yeah, this is the line we're on. So So to the fence and then back that way towards the solar panels. Yeah, fantastic. That is incredible. Today we've got horseshoe, we've got tent peg, we've got different types of hooks and clasps. We've got the mystery triangular object. I don't know what that is. Might have something off a plough. We've got the circular disc, the metal disc. I don't know what that is either. And we've got that. I don't know what that is. They look nice cleaned up, but I think stars of the show have got to be the musket balls. How cool is that? So, put it all in context, a lot of this iron could be Civil War iron. Don't know, some of these spikes could have been used for building defences. Don't know, give them a clean up, see what they look like, but fantastic finds, really impressed. Now we've got a lot to talk about. We had a really good day's meadowlarking and we found loads of interesting stuff. Now I've got a selection here just to have a look at. Now this is the metal disc that came up. I want to give it a bit of a clean. There's some of the rust has fallen off. It's got a hole through the middle. I have no idea what that's for. Whatever it was, it's been lost in history. But it's a lovely find. It's interesting. I'd like to know what it is, so I'm doing some research on that. Now the next thing that came up was this. I have a feeling maybe it's part of a plough, but if you look inside, there's quite a cavity in there. It goes in quite a long way. So I'm wondering if it was attached to some sort of farm machinery. But it's a lovely thing to find. And then we've got this sort of like spiked stud. It's got the spike here and the stud on top, so maybe it was used to hammer into something. You know, hammer into a piece of wood. Maybe it's decoration or to hold something in place. But it could be connected to the musket balls. It could be 17th century. It's another interesting piece. I found quite a few of these bolts. I don't know how old these are. The square-headed bolts. They don't seem to be threaded. But they're nice to find. And the next one, this really made me smile because I used to have loads of these toy soldiers, and they were about that high. I think they were about 54mm, and they would sit in. The feet would go in there, and you could play for hours with different armies. Fantastic little piece. That a nice little link to history. Some child will have been playing with that and probably forgotten his soldier, maybe playing cowboys and Indians, and he's dropped one, and then he just got covered over and slowly sank into the ground. About 10 inches down, that, so it was a good way down. Now this piece is really intriguing me because, is it that way? If you turn it that way, it looks like a head with an ear. But then there's this sort of wing shape. I've had a look under the magnifying glass and there's definitely etching that looks like you know, somebody's tried to show feathers. If you sit it up that way, the wing looks the right place. You've got a foot and a tail and a mouth. It's a real mystery piece, and I don't suppose I'll ever know what it is, but it's a lovely thing to find. Now the curious thing about that is it only weighs slightly more than a musket ball, and that surprised me when I weighed it. The musket ball weighs 37 grams and this weighed just over 42 grams. Very, very strange. Now coming to the musket balls, this is a modern musket ball. This is a 12 ball, and these are almost identical. Now the reason the white is because the lead has oxidized over time. You have to bear in mind these have been buried for over 400 years, and if I buried that for 400 years, that's what it would look like. Okay. Now The modern one weighs 37 grams. These two also weigh 37 grams. This one weighs 34 grams. Okay, so they're all of a similar weight, which does suggest that they are 12 bore. Now, they're classed as lead balls or lead bullets, and the word bullet comes from a 16th century French word, boulette, which means small ball. And during the English Civil War, musket balls were carried up to 2/3 of the infantry of both sides, and all the cavalry and the dragoons. And they're also used in larger calibers in field artillery pieces. Now we talk about 12 bore, 16 bore, and what it means is with a 12 bore bullet or 12 bore ball, if you had a pound weight of lead, you could make 12 of these, and that was why they were called 12 bore. So you get 12 lead musket balls to 1 pound of lead. And the milky white colour, like I said, is the oxidation, because they've been under the ground, but they're in a fantastic condition. There's very little wear on them. They haven't been fired, so I'm thinking maybe they've been dropped by a soldier, by a musketeer, or maybe they've actually been fired at the field where we found them. There were definitely siege works around where we were metal detecting, so maybe these have been incoming musket balls that have missed the target and just landed on the floor, just ploughed into the floor, but maybe they'd show more damage. I'm not sure. Now these were used in muskets, not rifles. A rifle is a different weapon altogether. Now a rifle has a groove cut into the inside of the barrel that grips the ball or the bullet and makes it spin. Now if you think of the beginning of a James Bond film, when it's, you know, looking down the barrel of a gun, those spiral lines, they're the rifling, and that's where a rifle gets its name from. These were used in smoothbore muskets. They were just a pipe of metal. You put your gunpowder in, you drop your musket ball on top, put some wadding in place to hold it, and that's it. You know, you have a spark, ignites the gunpowder and shoots the musket ball out. Okay, these made horrific injuries. When these were impacted, they could flatten to that sort of size. Yeah. So if this hit you in the arm, it'd shatter bone. It'd probably take your arm off. In the American Civil War, they didn't even bother trying to patch up musket ball wounds. They would just amputate the arm, amputate the leg, because there was no help. If that hits your bone, it shatters it into a million pieces. They're very, very dangerous, but they're also highly inaccurate. Probably the safest place to be if somebody's shooting a musket at you is in front of the musket. Maybe if you're lucky, accurate to maybe 20-30 yards. After that, it's just your luck on the day, because what happens is that the musket ball doesn't fit tight into a smoothbore barrel, so when it comes out, it's wobbling down the barrel. So when it comes out of the barrel, it could go anywhere. It doesn't go in a straight line, it just goes wherever it pleases. And that's why rifling was developed. It spun the bullet, which made it fly straighter and more accurate. So these are really, really fantastic finds. Probably, like I say, English Civil War, 1642, 1644, maybe a little bit later. But like I said, there was definitely action around those fields in the siege of the castle, and these are just a direct link to it. They are absolutely fantastic finds. You can probably tell from the video how excited we were. I was getting a real shake on when I was trying to dig them out, because I never found anything like this before. Absolutely incredible. So if you like these videos, please press subscribe, and I'll keep making them. I'm going to go back and have a look at the area where the battles were fought and do a nice hidden history video about it, and we'll be going back doing some more Meadowlarking Diaries, so stay tuned. We've got some exciting things coming up, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye for now.